Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is November 20th, and we are doing our Dinner in the Bag, our Epicure Freezer Meal Workshop. I am Stacy Woodworth here along with Carissa Pierzo, and we're here. You've been invited either by a friend, an Epicure consultant, or a host. Some action shots here in my kitchen tonight, but we're excited that you guys are here.
I love that Jen has everything, or she's prepping everything. I was saying to Stacy earlier today, a lot of these meals I'm kind of like on the fly. So I've had like meals prepped and then, you forget about them, whatever, but then I feel like on the nights where I don't have a cooking class or something, it's just easier for me to just like dump everything. I look at the menu, dump it, I pull it up on my phone. Okay, I got all this, boom, boom, boom. So this time of year, otherwise like during the summer, I make them all ahead of time and I'm ready to go. But just if you're a little bit like me, where you're like, gosh, I don't have time to sit and do all 10 of them. I usually will do like 2 for the week. And then especially this week, because with Thanksgiving and stuff, we always have leftovers. And so I had crock-pot pulled chicken tonight, which is not on the menu. But then I was actually looking at the menu for tomorrow night or Tuesday night and picking out one of those to make. So they're nice to have in your back pocket.
Absolutely. And so you guys, if you are brand new, this is your first time doing this, what we want to do is just kind of walk you through a couple of the simple steps. But then always what our mission is here at Epicure is just to help simplify mealtime. So like Carissa said, you can always just adjust, whether it's freezer meals to fit your life, fresh meals, doing some breakfast prep, lunch prep. So be sure always to connect back to your consultant and just have that candid conversation. Where are your challenges? Because we love to be of service. This is just one thing. As 2 teams here in the United States, we have been doing with our teams to help fellow consultants and help our friends to meal prep. So anything else I should add on that, Carissa, or you want to jump right in to do a bag?
No, jump right in. Yeah. I mean, that's another reason too. I forgot to add this before. We get a lot of our meat from local farmers. So a lot of my meat's already frozen. So dumping it all. I love crock pot and soups and all the things. So these 2 menus are like right up my alley. So I like to dump everything and just take the frozen meat out of my fridge. Because I know with hunting season, maybe a lot of you are hunters or you have husbands or significant others, something, and you're going to have a lot of meat in your freezer. So these will work really well with it. I get that asked a lot too. Will venison work? And yes, it will work in replacement of like beef and things, if that's what you have. So no, that I just want to add that portion.
That's a great tip. And even just around sales, right? Like with escalating costs, if you find like, okay, one kind of bean is on sale or you prefer one kind of bean, go with it. Or if your family prefers to do ground beef instead of steak, like these recipes always, what's so great is it's really flexible and you can customize. Though if you are brand new and you're like, what did I get into? What did my consultant get me into? I went to the grocery store. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I have 10 freezer bags. What are we doing? It'll all be worth it when you get these done. Again, whether you're just doing 2 or you're doing 10, it's so great. So a couple of tips that we love to share is I suggest using a bowl or something sturdy because it can kind of hold your freezer bag. Just as somebody who has dumped over a bag of tomato sauce before, I won't make that mistake again. But I do that. Now in your bag, you have or are putting in those ingredients then off of your shopping list, off your prep list. So again, use the veggies, the meats and such as you want. And then you're simply going to be adding in the Epicure seasoning. Now you'll notice some of the recipes have ingredients that you will do day of. And so again, what I suggest, a little tip around this, is keep this by your refrigerator or hanging it there on your freezer so that as you're grabbing a meal out, you're like, okay, that's right. This meal, when I go to make it, I'm going to add in, I'm prepping lasagna soup for us this week. So I'm going to make sure that I've got lasagna noodles or the spinach, those kind of things, right? So It's really just that simple. You've got all of your raw ingredients that are going into a bag. You're going to add your Epicure seasoning. You then mix it around, close it up really tight, mix it around, get all the seasonings dispersed. And then a tip that we have found is I prefer to double bag. So again, make the mistake once of having a bag leak in your refrigerator and you have to clean up that leak. And I won't do that again. So 2 bags. And then if it doesn't leak, I simply can reuse that outer bag and I'll use it next time I prep freezer meals. Another thing that I think is great this time of year is to talk about, like, a time-saving tip is you can get, so I'm looking at it, you guys aren't. I like to get some veggies that are already cut. It just is a time saver for me. I probably pay a little bit more, yes, but for some things I will do it. Or if I'm being honest, I'm kind of going through the freezer and I want to make sure I'm using up stuff. So I had a bag of peppers and onions. Use frozen veggies though, if you've got them, or if you've canned and you've got those, you can totally do that. But everything just goes into the bag. You add in your Epicure, you seal it up, mix it up, and you have got one of your dinners done.
So simple, so easy. I saw Jen too, and with her, I saw her pull out some frozen veggies too. I saw the corn. I always use the frozen corn stuff, and I don't have to mess with canned goods and all that too. So is that your dog on the ground? Yep, look at, he's waiting for some food, Jen, to be dropped.
He's never far away.
No.
Assistant kitchen cleanup.
Yep. I think I should make the lasagna soup tomorrow.
Which is interesting because this is a recipe. Well, we did a lasagna soup in one of the other workshops, but this one is different. So I'm excited because we really liked the other one, but I love those flavors, which is also a nice spot here to just mention, like, if you are seeing this and you didn't get the bundle this time, but you've got some of the things, you can pick and choose the recipes. Of course, in this Facebook group, we've shared 4 menus now, but also these recipes can be adjusted and adapted. So if you're thinking, gosh, I would love to have lasagna soup, but I don't have the minestrone, check your pantry. Do you still have marinara? Yeah, marinara seasoning. And I think last time, I don't remember what was in it. I think it was
Sloppy Joe, I think.
Yeah, it was something different. But that's, again, just a reminder. If you've got stuff in your pantry, you're not sure what to do with, and you would love more ideas, go back to your consultant or check on our website, epicure.com. You can punch in the product that you have, and you're going to find a whole bunch of great recipes.
And here's a plug too for more freezer meals. If you're like, you know what, I want a freezer meal every single month. Subscribe to our Epic Box. If you're like, what is the Epic Box? It's like the best thing ever because it comes to your house, free shipping every single month, $32, and you get a variety of single pack meals with a dessert, exclusive item, and sample. And there it is. And what's really cool is that we have a consultant that has been creating freezer meals off the Epic Box. So in addition to your 10 meals that you're making tonight, or the 5 or whatever, or maybe you missed out on this menu, or just like, shoot, I don't know, you can take we could probably start posting them in here too if one of us sees them first, and then you have another set of freezer meals that you could make based on your Epic Box. So if you're not one to want to make fresh and you like the freezer, freeze ahead, that's another option for you too. So I love the Epic Box.
Yeah, that's a great reminder. I love that she's been creating that. We have just such a great community that does that, right? And shares that.
Yeah.
So Carmen, I know you haven't yet connected and got your things, but if you have questions, please ask. Same with Sindri, Mare, we see you're on, and then Tricia. If you guys have questions, you can put them in the chat or you can come off mute and ask, and then we'll also just check over on Facebook if anybody is seeing this live and has questions. But that's basically what we wanted to share in terms of freezer meals, how to do that, and have some fast, simple meals.